Like whatever you imagine to be the opposite of the US, that's probably what China is. Every 10 feet, a different like little kid would come up to us and be like, "Hi, can I take a picture with you?" And we were like, "Sure, why not?"
So for at least maybe 5 years, China has been the place I wanted to visit the most.
So yeah, I guess I just wanted to see like for myself like what China actually is like. 这是我第一次来中国大陆. I've heard a lot about like there being like really bad smog and stuff, and I was kind of expecting that to be a lot worse. I was expecting it to be more like a just kind of concrete jungle sort of place. But I think like going to Tencent, I think that building was so open and bright. I haven't really experienced like bad smog or particularly bad like air quality or anything like that. So that kind of surprised me, just like how much natural scenery and stuff is here.
We are faced with trade competition between the America and the China, and when in the beginning I didn't meet the guys, I think it will be hard to stay with them, and maybe there's some problem with language, but just with about 3 days stay, and I think they are very friendly because you know that we have a very short marriage after the boat trip. No, just kidding. And these are the guys who teach me English. They are very good teacher, and I think I stay a lot of time with Eric, and we have a lot of fun. I have a lot of memorable experience here. Yeah.
A lot of the impressions I had, like, oh, China has so much history. Yeah, that's accurate. You know, like China has so much cool advanced technology. Yeah, that's accurate. China has so many beautiful like landscapes. Yeah, that's accurate. So like I feel like I haven't really had a lot of big surprises so far. It's just so exciting getting to see everything for real.
The driving. So I actually come from Texas, and in Texas we're kind of noted as some of the most notoriously crazy drivers. We drive at really high speeds. We ignore some of the traffic lanes. In China, not only are all the roads like so clear to see and a lot of signs, but I was really surprised to see how the flow of traffic happens. Like, it's actually quite amazing to see that with pedestrians, cyclists, motorists, buses, and cars all on the road together, that they can seamlessly maneuver around each other.
Before I came here, I thought Beijing would be super populated. There's gonna be people everywhere you step. It's been spacious. Like, you know, strangers come close sometimes, but it's not overcrowded like I assumed it would be. So it's been really great so far.
就如前面那些美国同学说的，中国跟美国真的是两个非常相似的国家。因为本来我之前就去过美国几次嘛，我对大多数美国人的性格其实有一个大概的了解。我发现他们到了中国来之后，就更加的开放和外向了，因为这一切都非常的新鲜，对，所以我很高兴他们能够有这样一个机会来认识中国，我觉得是非常棒的文化交流之旅。
我昨天其实去了美国大使馆，我也问过美国大使这些问题，就是我们需要在未来大家坐下来进行一个交流，共同探讨这个问题，因为沟通交流是一个很有效的解决方式。Yeah, it will have a bright future, just like to build a bridge together in the future. Yeah.
I think like things are definitely tense at the moment, with especially on the economic side. There's a lot of like tariffs, but I would agree like with what Edward said. Just the more communication that we have, the better. I think an event like this is going to be just really special, really important for having Americans and Chinese people just really realize what the other side actually is like, and not from like a filter of social media or news. We're actually on the ground here, learning, talking to people, having open discussions. Like yesterday at the embassy, I think it was such a cool opportunity that you guys were able to go say what you actually think and engage with that government officials, and I think that's going to be just kind of key if we want to ever have kind of a sense of peace or stability in the future. I would say a lot more like in the cyberspace and with technology. I think that's such an important, essential field for us to cooperate in, as like that's really affecting every aspect of our lives and of our relationship. Because there's so much kind of instability and change with that, I think there needs to be more cooperation and more kind of common agreement between the two countries. There's a lot of other fields, like we're in an agriculture and environment roundtable, so I think there could be more environmental, agricultural cooperation.
In university, I studied international political economy. I got the opportunity to spend a lot of time learning about the China and U.S. relationship. So it was interesting yesterday when we got the chance to visit the U.S. Embassy in Beijing to hear the ambassadors echo the similar sentiments that I heard in the classroom about the importance of the China-U.S. relationship, how it's the most critical relationship in the world. So I think getting the chance, as Eric was saying, to be in that room, express honest concerns with the state of the world, it was great. And then also we have this opportunity as participants here to build what I believe is a very important foundational relationship as younger generations, as people, regardless of maybe some of the disagreements and conflicts that our governments and our politicians might have with each other. I think the friendships that we are building right now are proof that our government's views aren't necessarily echoed within the individual people of our country. I agree with Eric with his mentioning of the cybersecurity field. In my opinion, would be with tourism. Actually, I think my experience over these last few days, it's been amazing, and I don't see why there aren't as many maybe Americans visiting China. And so I think there needs to be more engagement in that way. I also think maybe in higher education, I think that's a very important relationship building activity as well.